An article by Cycling Weekly saying that how it's the worst saddlebag they've ever tested. Only they give it 1 star out of 5 stars. This feels very secure to me. I kind of like it, but I find this thing a bit weird. This rubber flap. I think it's a very underrated tool as well. This is a press star and shredder converter. A few people have been asking me what is this box that I use. So this is a video review of this new Silca seat roll Asymmetrico that I just bought today, and some of you may know that I'm not a fan of using saddlebags, but the reason I got this is because I'm going for a long ride this coming Saturday, so I kind of need to store a lot of things. What I run on a daily basis on my bike is this, you can call it like a keg or bottle which goes into the bottle cage, but because I need 2 bottles, so I gotta get this out and put it somewhere. So I decided to get this one because I think it's quite a cool feature where it has this boa dial and it looks quite sleek. I just can't stand having a saddlebag. I know it's practical, that's why I got it, but this is something different. It's not your average saddlebag. I bought this for, believe it or not, 35 Singapore dollars. It's super cheap. Of course, it's not very cheap. You can get the Decathlon ones, but I think this one retails for 90 Singapore dollars. I've browsed around and I got a really good deal. This one for 35 Singapore dollars, almost half price. So let's go ahead and have a look and see how this works. Okay, so it's just like your boa dial shoe. So you got to click this and then you tighten. And to release it, just like a shoe, just pull it out and then this whole dial, this strap removes. So I believe this one goes underneath the saddle rail and it hooks. And then there is some kind of locking mechanism here. Then you put this like this, and it kind of comes off. Then you can unhook this. Sorry, I'm just doing this with one hand. I'm holding one hand the camera. And there's a Velcro strap here. And it opens up. I actually saw this from one of my friends who came from one of my Discord rides, and he had it, but he bought it off Shopee at a cheaper price. It's not the original one. So I thought it was really cool. It's not just like a saddlebag, it folds up. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Maybe $35 is a bit expensive for something that looks quite flimsy. Not sure if it's meant to be waterproof, but I hope it is. And the reason why I like it, but some people might not like it, is because of how compact it is. You can't put a lot of things. So I'm going to start transferring things, and because I can't do it with one hand, and let's see how many things you can put in here. So after buying this, I read an article by Cycling Weekly saying that how it's the worst saddlebag they've ever tested. Only they give it 1 star out of 5 stars, and for the reason that the way this is mounted, this mechanism on this boa dial is mounted onto your saddle rail. It's not very secure and it tends to flex around and it flies off. But someone on Discord said that he had this and there's no issue, so not sure it's a biased review or what, but we will give it a try. But let me start shifting things over and have a look. So a few people have been asking me what is this box that I use when I posted my bike review. So this is a X-Lab gearbox that I bought off Amazon, and I've been using it for a very, very long time, since COVID days until now. I generally don't like to have a saddlebag, like I've mentioned, so I like to keep my bike looking very simply, just clean. But now with this kind of saddlebags, I cannot mount my rear light, so I have to figure out how, because my rear light is being mounted underneath the saddle. Okay, so in this box, what I normally carry, I carry my essentials, basically just so that I can, any mechanical issues, I can fix them on the spot. Of course, I need a multi-tool. It's really rusty, but this one has served me very well. It's a toe peak one. I think I've owned this for almost 5 years now already. But I think I broke there's this tie levers here, but yeah. I never leave the house without a multi-tool. I mean, a multi-tool is like a godsend thing. Everything I need is here. Besides that, I also have a chain breaker, which is extremely rusty, and the reason why I carry this is because I also carry quick links, just in case I need to there's something wrong with my quick links. I remember I rode with one of my friends, and his quick link just snapped in the middle of a ride, and he did not have a quick link and he had an issue. So quick link tends to be very weak for someone like me who tends to clip in and clip out. I know with quick links you're only meant to only use it once, but I tend to recycle my quick links and I can't be bothered, so I just bring extra ones. So this and this in case I have issues with my chain, thank God I don't have to use this. And I have TPU tubes. So this, I believe, I don't even know what brand this is. But yeah, I've never used this. I have like 5 TPU tubes given to me by people. I don't use TPU tubes because I'm just afraid of it puncturing really quickly, but I know it saves a lot of weight. So the reason why I used to carry butyl tubes with me as spares, but now I carry TPU because of its weight and how compact it is. So if I were to ever have a flat and I change my tubes, I'll use a TPU tube just enough to get me home, and then I'll swap back to butyl. So the TPU tubes are just for spares for now only. I've got a CO2 here, and the CO2, I don't know what you guys call this, the pump. Yeah, I always have very bad luck with CO2. I think it's the way I do it. It always does not work for me. So I have another spare toolbox, which I'll show you later. It's a very unique one, where I carry a hand pump. I always tell people, never leave the house without a hand pump, even if you have CO2. But in Singapore, of course, you're pretty much safe. But because I'm going for a long ride out of Singapore, actually just going to Johor, so I need my saddlebag. And this one, I think it's a very underrated tool as well. This is a Presta and Shredder converter. This is useful, especially if you don't have a pump or everything else, all else fails. You still have the converter. You can go to a petrol kiosk where they have their pumps, and you just plug this as a converter and you can pump your bike. I have like 5 or 10 of these. I bought this from AliExpress, really cheap. So that's it actually. So I'm pretty sure everything will fit in here, and I probably can mount more things. Let me try to fit everything in. Alright, pretty much everything fits. Actually, even more space than this. There's a lot of gap here, so I can put quite a number of things, but that's it for now. So I can, of course, I didn't shove it in just to illustrate that what things are, what are the tools that are going in here. But yeah, see, everything goes in hidden quite nicely. I think there's still much more room to put more things. So as I was saying, I actually have I carry another bunch of tools. So this is in my IKEA bag, and what's in here? This normally goes behind my jersey. Is my pump, hand pump. My trusty hand pump. This is a Shimano Pro, I think. Finally, all of my CO2 and my pumps, I've never used them. I always use it to rescue people, all my friends and people that I see getting stuck on the road. I offer them assistance, and yeah, I've never used any of this before. Even my tubes, I give it out to people when they get a flat. I've got this, what's this, park tool? Park tool, tire levers. Okay, that one goes in, and that's it. And another spare Presta and Shredder converter, just keeping extra because these are so small, it just goes missing. So all of this fits in here pretty nicely. Let me try to close it up and mount it onto my saddle and see how it looks like. Okay, the pump can't fit in, so I probably just have to, I don't know, I'll probably put this in my back pocket. But so this is how it folds, like so, and then you kind of fold it in here and wrap everything up together. So that's how it works. So like I've mentioned, yeah, I mount my rear lights onto my saddle here, so I got to remove this and mount the saddlebag. So yeah, that's why I don't like using a saddlebag. I just like having my rear lights here. So I hope I still have the bracket that allows me to put the light on my seat post. Okay, I've managed to mount it. This is what it looks like. Feels very secure to me. Again, maybe when I go riding, I don't think it will bounce. I've tried saddlebags that are even more flimsier than this. The fact that the BOA dials allow me to tighten makes it just really easy, and then just snap it out, it comes off. Just like your shoes, press it back, tighten it, goes back up. I kind of like it, but I find this thing a bit weird, this rubber flap. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong, but I think that's the only way I can tuck it in. So that is the Silca bag. If you guys are wondering, I paid for this. It's not sponsored, by the way. If anybody wants to send me things, check out my email and you can get in touch with me. So this is a Silca bag. Kind of like it. What do you guys think? Do you have a Silca bag? Are you a fan of saddlebags? But I think now with a saddlebag, it kind of ruins the look of the bike. Doesn't look as aero anymore, but it's practical. At least I free up space. Now I don't have the bottle. I can mount 2 bottles here for a drink. Cheers. Let me know in the comments if you've owned the Silca bag or not. And thanks for watching. See you next one. Goodbye.